Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. Myself, Megha Viregowda, and my project topic is used phone price prediction. And in this presentation, I'll be introducing you to the basics of this topic, and I'll explain how machine learning algorithms can be used to predict the price of used phones. And coming to the introduction, as we all know that the smartphone market is growing rapidly nowadays, and people are upgrading their phones every year to keep up with the latest trends and features of the phone. And however, not everyone can afford to buy a brand new phone. And this is where the market for used phones comes in. Buying a used phone can be an affordable option for people who are on budget or who don't want to spend lot of money on new phone. And the project goals are to determine the appropriate price of used phones and to avoid the risk of undervaluing or overvaluing the devices and to create a fair, transparent, and efficient market for used phones, benefiting both buyers and sellers. And coming to the dataset which I have used, I got this dataset from Kaggle, and to build this project, we need a dataset of historical phone sales data. Uh, And this dataset includes info about the mobile phones which were used in India from 2013 to 2020. And the dataset I have used here includes the information about the brand, that is the device brand, model, age, in which year it was released, and the condition of the phone and other relevant features of the phone. And this is the raw data which I got, and it had 3454 rows with 15 columns before pre-processing, and after pre-processing and sampling the data, I got 2817 rows and 20 columns. And coming to the results, this graph shows that there is a positive correlation between the normalized used price and the battery. And we can see as the battery power increases, the price of the phone is increasing. Uh, Hence, they are positively correlated. And coming to the heat map, from this visualization, we can observe that there is a highly positive correlation with new price, with screen size, battery, and camera. And used price has highly negative correlation with weight followed by days used. And also there is a positive correlation between battery and screen size. And there is a moderate correlation between release year and camera. And also there is a moderate correlation between front camera and rear camera. And also there is a low positive correlation between camera and new price. And you can observe that uh, there is low positive correlation between new price and battery. Uh, and there is a negative correlation between battery and weight. And also there is high negatively correlation with screen size and weight. And also there is moderate negative correlation between days used and the release year. Uh, Next, uh, coming to the one of the methods, uh, this is a unsupervised method and that is clustering, and I got the k value as 3. And you can observe that in the obtain graph, that is elbow method and silhouette method. And by this, we can infer that the screen size and weight are directly proportional to each other, and also there is a common correlation between the battery. And coming to the next method, that is decision tree, and this is a supervised method. And from this observation, we can infer that um, Screen size is an important attribute to determine the used price of the phones. And if the screen size is less than 10, uh, it would cost less than 40K. And if it's greater than 10, it would cost around 50K. And coming to the SVM, and this is another supervised method, and I got an accuracy of 66.41 percentage from this model, and this is the highest accuracy I've obtained from all the models. And it can be inferred that the larger the screen of a mobile device, the higher its cost. And coming to the interesting findings from this project, I found that larger the screen sizes, the higher the cost of the phone. And also, the device brand feature is more responsible for the high price of mobile phones. And screen size and weight are directly proportional to each other. And also, in the years after 2018, extra large screen sizes came more into existence, and also 4 GB RAM phones were widely used in India from 2013 to 2020. And iOS phones are more costlier than OS phones. And also, I got to know that Samsung phones were being used by people in India from the year 2013 to 2020. And you can observe in these two graphs. In the first graph, we can see that Android phones were being used more by the people than iOS, and around 3,000 people were using Android phones, and around 100 people were using iOS phones. And in the second visualization, we can see that in 2014, more phones were released than in previous years, and less phones were introduced in 2020 as an impact of COVID 19. And coming to the advantages of this project, uh, one of the main advantage of using ML algorithms for used phone price prediction is that it can save time and effort for both buyers and sellers by quickly and accurately predicting the price of the phone instead of manually searching for the information of regarding the phone. And also it can help to reduce the risk of fraud. um, as we all know that there are many people out there who try to sell fake or stolen phones uh, to unsuspecting buyers. However, with the help of this machine learning algorithms, we can identify patterns in the data that can help us to detect fraudulent activity and also to prevent it from fraud. And the last one is it reduces e-waste and promotes sustainability. As we all know that e-waste is one of the environmental pollution nowadays, and it promotes more sustained future. This can help to extend the life of mobile devices and reduce the need for new phones to be produced. And discussing about the conclusion, I found that most important features which were affecting the target variable, that is the used price, were screen size, uh, device brand, that is the brand name of the phone, the camera, which includes front and back camera, and the RAM, and also the battery. And the used phone price prediction in ML is an exciting and rapidly growing field that has the potential to help consumers uh, to make more informed decisions when buying a used phone. And by using machine learning algorithms to analyze larger amount of data, we can make accurate predictions about the price of used phone based on its brand, model, the age, that is when it was manufactured, the condition of the phone, uh, the weight, the battery, and other relevant features of the phone. Um, And I hope you have found this presentation to be informative and useful. Thank you.